Yo, so you've seen the title. I'm gonna mix ecret with a 𝗘𝘀𝗗𝗏𝗏. It's gonna be fun, experimental. Let's get to it. I'm gonna break down the loop first. Okay, so starting off with the melodies, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. Nothing really crazy. You don't need to go crazy in this type of beats. And the BPM is super fast because obviously it's like a jerk thing. You can do also halftime, so it's gonna be like around 80 BPM. You feel me? And obviously, as you can see, the melodies is in one project, the drums gonna be in another project. The reason for it, because I send a lot of loops out for other producers to collab with, maybe, you know, get some placements in, whatever the case may be. So that's how I usually do it. Let's break down the melodies. Started off with this serum preset. It's kind of an ARP thingy or a sequence, whatever you want to call it. Open up the mixer track. I put the MB first. We have this fat filter EQ just to, you know, cut some harsh frequencies, you want to call it. Then I put this 𝗘𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗞𝗶𝗱 preset from my new kit, the underground vault. Then I put this distortion plugin to make it a little bit like more like pop. And then I cut some of the highs because it was a little bit too harsh. This is how it sounds before. And this is how it sounds after. Then I added a bass, super simple one. This is how it sounds together. And from here I already kind of know where I'm going, you feel me, because I have like the main shit and the bass. Then I added this lead. Same shit with the lead here. The MIDI, nothing really crazy. You need to go simple with this stuff. It's all about like the mixing and getting the right sounds in, and like, you know, targeting the vibe you want to go through. So don't go crazy in the MIDI. That's how I suggest it, at least. As you can see here, I added a distortion, a reverb, just to make it a little bit more ambient because it was too harsh. Now I added this. It's the same preset that I showed you before for the synth, and I just remove the high kind of melodies. This is the melodies that I took to the lead, you feel me, because it's the same kind of this is the same MIDI, just without the chords. Jumping on to the next shit. Okay, I actually layered, as you can see here, I layered the lead, you feel me, same lead as the first one, just layered. And this is how it sounds together, like the first bit. Yeah, I feel like I octaved it up. So what you want to do is control towards here. So control arrow up, and it's going to do an octave up. Obviously, to select everything, control A. Okay, and then for the next bit, it's going to switch up. As you can see, it's the same arrangement. I just subbed all the melodies into one melody bus. And as you can see, the template here that you can see is in the new kit, the underground vault. I'm going to do a shout out for myself real quick, but this shit is amazing. The 𝗘𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 preset, even this loop, you have everything inside this shit, bro. You got the drums, opium loop kit, ice loop kit, the Vinci 𝗘𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 kit, Manyan MIDI kit, one shot Glock kit, schemas, the phrases kit, and then mixer presets for FO studio users only. Obviously all the other shit works in any other DAW, but if you here, you obviously watching an FO studio tutorial, so definitely get it. The link is going to be in the description. I'm giving 70% off, so make sure to get it. I just copied this shit over here and added the 𝗘𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 preset that I'm going to show you. But what you want to do to copy this over, just a quick tip. If you're on the pencil thingy, you just hold Control E, then it's going to select it. Then you do Control B, boom, you got it. Then I put a 𝗘𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 preset, the neon chaos is in my kit. And what you want to do here, just right click this shit, create automation clip, and then you can adjust it to your own liking. This is the whole loop. When you export it, obviously you want to have consistent space in between. And a cool trick that I want to show you to have a better workflow, or like for the producers you're sending to have a better workflow, you just hold every element, every beginning timestamp of the element, then Control T, and then you do like a timestamp thingy. You need to do it with every separated element. And when you export it, let me check it out. because I actually exported this loop already. It's also in the kit, the underground vault. So when you have this timestamp here, you can actually see like the little points when you kind of chop up the stems. You know, for producers, it's super easy to work with. Boom, 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 and then they can separate the whole stems and have the whole project. Super easy workflow, just a cool little trick that you can do. And let's get into the drums. This is the drum project. As you can see, obviously I exported the loop. I did some chops here and there, but I actually didn't even use the stems. But yeah, this is how it sounds for like the first drop at least. I kept the SD Kid vibes kind of going with the jerk shit. And as you can see here, the extra sounds before each drop, I just want to make it a little bit more interesting. Minecraft sounds, by the way, all the sounds that you hear in this beat, all the drums, all the loops, everything, even the shaper box feature that I showed you before, everything inside the underground vault. So make sure to get it, bro. I worked on this so much. And yeah, bro, a lot of cool sounds, cool stuff that you can see here. The skeleton perk from Minecraft, bro, the hits perk, and then we have the crafty chant. Crazy shit that you can use in the beat, the crashes, everything, the drums. Let me break down the drums. Enough self-plug in this shit. But okay, so we have one sound that is not for my kid. This 808. Shout out to 𝗘𝘀𝗗𝗏𝗶𝗱, bro, for this kit. But yeah, started off with an 808. Following the root note of the shits. Okay, then I added a snare. I actually layered 2 snares together. So this, the jerky snare, self-explained, you feel me, for this type of beats. Then the hollow tip snare just to on a little bit of the lower end side of it. I added this open head as well in the same pattern. I don't know. Usually I split the patterns, but I kept it in this one. Yeah, and another thing that makes it kind of undergroundish, kind of pop, you know, the 808 kind of clips the whole way. I put a soft clipper in the master and then a limiter. So what you want to do with a limiter, just push the ceiling all the way up and just gain it a little bit depending on how much your beat is already kind of clipping in a way. Just boost it a little bit and makes it a little bit outside of the thing. And I know it's not the right thing to do if you're doing other genres of music or whatever the case may be, but an underground shit, especially in the SD Kid shits, bro, it works. Trust me, do the shits. The bass gonna fucking punch out of the fucking monitors and shit. So cool. To the next thing, I added this perk loop that also in my underground vault kit, just to layer it with the same vibes that kind of going here. Then we have this crash, also from my underground vault kit, bro. It's a shameless plug, but fuck it. And then I added this drum loop, also for my kit, but I actually chopped it just for the end bits, you know, to separate like some of the hooks or the verses or whatever the case may be. And then another one's the Minecraft hidden sound, and then some extra shit here, like an open hat, and then another crash here, same shit. And a cool thing that I did here, I actually, as you can see here, an automation kind of going. And I feel like you need to do it in every beat. Doesn't really matter the genre, but I did a EQ here just to cut off the lows for the 808. And how you do it, you just, you know, create automation clip right here and do it as I showed you in the loop. But as you can see here, for the break parts or every time the 808, as you can see here, the 808 is not playing, I actually got the bass from the loop that we made, so it kind of plays in and give it a little bit movement, you know. It's kind of goes on and off, you feel me, and it's kind of transition sounds before each kind of drop. So the drops is like on the ones, you feel me, the drop is gonna be like on the 17, 19, 21, 23, and then 25. So between each drop, that's how I usually kind of do it. And then I switch the 808 here. I feel like this is an unnecessary shit for this type of beats, but I just felt like it, so fuck it. But yeah, I did like a switch up for the 808, nothing really crazy. Then I added this full drum loop That's also in my underground vault kit. Shameless plug as always. Basically the beat right here. Also the template, as you can see here, the skin and everything you can get in the underground vault. Shameless plug, but this kit is something else, I'm telling you guys. Link in the description, 70% off if you come from my page from this link, so make sure to get it. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace out.